All right, here goes business day. The lead story this morning, Standard Bank, Pepkor opened exploratory talks. And this is asset and cash-rich Standard Bank major retailer Pepkor, whose footprint spans 6,000 stores. Did you know that?
Sure.
6,000 stores.
Sure.
They are exploring a possible partnership that might see the launch. That might see them launch an offensive in the personal banking industry and dethrone Capitec. That's an interesting story there. So you can read all about that. Import shift, Rosalind Bolt Navarra makes a discounted farewell. Financial gap, lower earners buckle under debt. And Joburg property discount reflects urban decline. So some interesting stories if you have time to get into the business day.
Let's move on to the next one. That is the Daily Dispatch. Hawks zero in on fake Madiba shirts. So this is an interesting one. Company director to appear in court after raids at outlets in Kugombo City and Mthatha. A crackdown by the Hawks on counterfeit designer clothes has reignited calls for tougher laws against fake goods after investigators raided a company allegedly selling counterfeit Madiba shirts worth about 150,000 rand. So that's a big story they've got there. Some snow photographs. By the way, please send us some photographs. I know, especially for the weather, I know as we will love that. Please, if it's snowing in your part of the world, please send us those photographs, because these ones are lovely. Cold snap left bewitching scenes from the front step of Walkabouts in Rhodes Village. And it started snowing at about 9:30 a.m. and didn't stop until about 3 p.m. The bottom right is a dam in the process of freezing over near the defunct Tiffindale Ski Resort on the slopes of Ben McDowell, the Eastern Cape's highest peak. So then, of course, mountain passes shut amid icy floods. So that's their very big focus. And PIC moves to heal leadership crunch. And then Amahlati projects remain incomplete. And then, of course, the boxing focus. 4-year ban ends as Tete Eyes ring return.
On to the witness, and the witness this morning leading with thousands of uncollected IDs threatened voter registration in Pietermaritzburg. More than 5,000 uncollected identity documents at the Pietermaritzburg Department of Home Affairs could prevent eligible residents from registering to vote this weekend. The department announced extended opening hours in a last-minute drive ahead of the final voter registration weekend. That's this coming weekend for the 4th of November poll. Here's something in line with what we've just been talking about. OpenAI confirms rogue AI agent attack.
Oh, man.
Now, ChatGPT maker OpenAI has revealed that an autonomous artificial intelligence agent, which hacked a popular platform for computer programmers, also attempted to breach 4 other companies during the incident. Go figure. And you can go read about it there in The Witness. But also Msunduzi admits residents are paying for missed refuse collections. Msunduzi municipality councillors from across the political divide have conceded that residents are continuing to pay for refuse collection services that are not being delivered consistently as mounting waste collection backlogs come under scrutiny during yesterday's meeting. And then also matric past papers inside, good for revision. And the Chawinga sisters light up WAFCON. Global trade weaponized, that story on page 5.
Right, the next one is the Cape Argus. So the photograph on the front page of the Cape Argus there is firefighters spray water onto smouldering structures as crews work to extinguish the blaze at Nzamayeto in Hout Bay. So stark contrast to the other photograph that we had, freezing, snowing conditions, and here's fires burning in the Hout Bay area. So yeah, very, very sad there. 114 million rand N2 wall divides Cape Town. That's their big focus this morning. Residents, activists and political parties clash over the city's safety plan. And this is that where the city progresses with its N2 Edge Safety Project, also known as the N2 Wall Project. Residents have expressed mixed reactions. They're saying they're still planning. It's still in the planning phase, but the project remains in the early planning phase, and a number of technical, statutory, and governance processes are still underway. So you can just imagine the conversations that are happening in the background, and you can see that they talk to that. But the photograph that's interesting is, of course, the one of somebody holding a gun, and it's a crime incident that's taking place there, and they're hoping that building this wall is going to stop these criminal events taking place. But that's just one of the angles for this. And then up there is fans donate 230K to Kwaito star. Janchi takes helm as Western Cape police chief, and women still fighting for safety and equality. That is the Cape Arcus.
And of course, we have a few more, so let's take a look at what's making headlines and some of the other dailies.